You see, Real TV family, I love them. I love them wholeheartedly. Big up to my boss, my Z, and my producer. Oh gosh, he doesn't know he plays sometimes. But I just leave him, let him be. You see that cocoa and fishy there? Relax yourself today. So we're going into the news. Straight into the news. Independent senators are strongly denying Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessa's claim that two of them sought personal favors in exchange for supporting the zones of special operations. Senators Anthony Vera and Francis Lewis have challenged the Prime Minister to name the individuals if the allegation is true. The Zoso bill was defeated, thank you, Jesus, in the Senate after failing to gain enough independent support. Following the loss of Persad-Bissessa's escalated her criticism, posting on X that two independent senators attempted to trade support for favors, an accusation she likened to bribery, but she refused to identify them. Government officials, including Senate leader Daryl Alaha, also declined to name anyone. Independent senators contacted by media, including Sophia Coates, denied any such conduct, saying they neither sought nor were offered offers and were unaware of allegation until asked. Meanwhile, in news, Deputy Commissioner of Police Junior Benjamin says Trinidad and Tobago Police Service remains committed to crime prevention. Detection strategies continue to form the core of the service operations. Speaking during the TTPS media briefing on Wednesday, which was yesterday, Benjamin dismissed suggestions that the service building fast approach dismisses its work, stressing instead that it complements the organization's strategic and operational plans. He said the Commissioner of Police maintains full control of service and continues to engage all arms of TTPS to ensure that the goals and objectives are met. Benjamin assured the national community that the TTPS is prepared to meet the challenges ahead, declaring that 2026 will be a year in which officers carry out their duties without further favor, malice, or ill will. In further news, Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander has defended police actions and evidence handling in the fatal shooting of Joshua Samru, warning that against public judgments based on short video clips circulating online. Responding to the outrage sparked by the CCTV footage released by media outlets, Alexander stressed the need to protect evidence during the ongoing investigations and urged the public to allow due process. He signaled that the government may consider new laws to restrict the public release of video. Remember, we talked about that? We talk about that on Monday. I'm going on with the news, you know. We spoke about that on Monday, where there need to be a clamp down in terms of there need to be some policies in terms of, and I was talking about family tragedy, but now we have to deal with the hands of the police. And at the same time, I have my pros and cons on the situation, and I will talk about it further. I have my pros and cons about the situation, but there need to be some policies in place in terms of clamping down with sending out wrong information, bad information to the public. So I'm going further in the news. He signaled that the government may consider new laws to restrict the public release of video footage and material that fuels public commentary, remarks that have raised concerns that possible limits on freedom of expression and access of information. Alexander argued that such disclosures harm both victims, families, and police officers who also face public backlash. While acknowledging public emotion, he maintained the police officers do not set out to kill, I will leave that in, and that such incidents can occur during routine duties. He questioned whether even body-worn cameras footage would be publicly released, noting it would still be evidence. Alexander emphasized that the shooting is under intensive scrutiny by multiple investigative bodies more than in non-police involved killings, and framed his comments within a broader debate on police accountability, transparency, and the balance between public interest and the integrity of investigations. So we're going on to our regional and international news. 2 women were arrested by police and uncovered a major ganja haul along the west coast of Berbice, Guyana, have been remanded to prison. Shamae Bryan, 33, and Safrina Shetty, both of Smith Hill, New Amsterdam, appeared before Magistrate Mitchell Matthias at the Blairmont Magistrate Court on Monday. They were charged with possession of narcotics for the purpose of trafficking following a seizure of 345.8 pounds of suspected cannabis. The drugs were reportedly found during a stop and search operation on Saturday morning along with number 10 Public Road. Police said the women were occupants of the vehicle intercepted around 7:20 a.m., where ranks discovered salt bags and garbage bags in the truck containing bulky plastic warped parcels suspected to be cannabis. Both women pleaded not guilty and were remanded in prison. They were scheduled to return to court on March 26th. During the hearing, prosecutors revealed that the Chetty is former member of the Guyana Prison Service. What kind of madness is this, Ayene? You see, former member of the prison service and trafficking, Lord Jesus. Leave them in the hands of the Creator. And it's currently on bail. She's currently on bail in a separate similar narcotics matter dating back in 2022, which remains before the court. You chronic? You have to be chronic. You chronic to crime. We can understand this. But at the end of the news, we're going for a break, and when we come back, we are Real TV today.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So, whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
So we are back on Real TV. And the topic I'm going to talk about today is a touchy topic. It's touchy in terms of the family, and it's touchy in terms of the TTPS. I don't want to mash no corn. And today, while I was doing my little research, getting my videos together, the Holy Ghost fire told me to call somebody from the higher authority, which I did. And when I called the person from my higher authority, because I was on the bandwagoners of getting justice, but sometimes it's good to hear two sides of the story. And when the person was on the call, I made sure my producer heard exactly what the person was saying. And I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel at this point in time. And I had to play it safe because it is an ongoing investigation. So I was on the bandwagon. I am still on the bandwagon. I stand with what I believe in. I stand with what I believe in. Because even if the person was at fault at some point in time, if somebody put their hand out or their hands out, it does not give you the authority to shoot up a vehicle. When I saw the extent, next video, where the baby seat was in the back, behind the driver, what I was studying, if that child was in the car, there's a particular situation, it's an ongoing report. I don't want not much to say. But I am giving you my personal opinion. And I am telling you after today, I strongly believe that the TTPS is going to break down my door. I do the pros and cons here. What I heard today is a different storyline from what is being projected. But at the same time, Trinidad and Tobago, even if once somebody, and people have to know the laws of the land, once somebody surrenders and put their hands out, you cannot and should not shoot up that car. That's my personal opinion. I was disheartened because I watched you play. Well, I didn't see me for 2 days. But now I'm back here. I have been watching and observing night and day with the situation. But I decided to call the higher authority before I come here today. I had to go to higher authority because I tell myself it would not be in my place to talk about something that I don't have proper knowledge of. And I told the person, same interim, that it was not right, morally right, integrity right, for you, knowing that somebody surrender and murder the person. Production, add the video. Could you play that video, please? Production there? Or production leave me? I feel production is be abandoning me sometimes, you know. But I'm telling y'all, the video is there.
According to Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, Suzette Martin, the TTPS is aware of the circulation of the CCTV footage capturing the police shooting, which claimed the life of 31-year-old courier Joshua Samaru. His partner, Kaya Seeley, who is said to be from Bamboo Settlement, was also seriously wounded in the incident. Martin notes that the video has generated concerns from the public and says any loss of life during a police operation is taken with utmost seriousness by the TTPS. Martin adds that the circumstances surrounding the killing are now part of an active investigation by both the police and the Police Complaints Authority. The video appears to show the hands of Samaru up in the air from inside of a white Toyota Aqua as police open fire on the vehicle at the corner of Barcy Street Extension, Spring Village in Valsayn. She says the TTPS will not come to conclusions over what transpired or comment on specifics while this investigative process is ongoing. However, DCP Martin indicates that the TTPS remains fully committed to cooperating with the PCA in order to ensure that all facts are thoroughly and impartially examined. In reference to the use of body cameras, which is and continues to be a topic of discussion in this and other such incidents, the DCP indicates that the TTPS has consistently supported the use of technology that enhances transparency, accountability, and public trust. DCP Martin says the TTPS recognizes the importance of maintaining public confidence, and she is seeking to give an assurance that any findings arising from the investigation will be treated with the seriousness she says it is deserving of, and appropriate action will be taken where necessary. Alicia Boucher, TV6 News. According to Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations Suzette Martin, the TTPS is aware of the circulation of the CCTV footage capturing the police shooting, which claimed the life of 31-year-old courier Joshua Samaru. His partner, Kaya Seeley, who is said to be from Bamboo Settlement, was also seriously wounded in the incident. Martin notes that the video has generated concerns from the public and says any loss of life during a police operation is taken with utmost seriousness by the TTPS. Martin adds that the circumstances surrounding the killing are now part of an active investigation by both the police and the Police Complaints Authority. The video appears to show the hands of Samaru up in the air from inside of a white Toyota Aqua as police open fire on the vehicle at the corner of Barcy Street Extension, Spring Village in Valsayn. She says the TTPS will not come to conclusions over what transpired or comment on specifics while this investigative process is ongoing. However, DCP Martin indicates that the TTPS remains fully committed to cooperating with the PCA in order to ensure that all facts are thoroughly and impartially examined. In reference to the use of body cameras, which is and continues to be a topic of discussion in this and other such incidents, the DCP indicates that the TTPS has consistently supported the use of technology that enhances transparency, accountability, and public trust. DCP Martin says the TTPS recognizes the importance of maintaining public confidence, and she is seeking to give an assurance that any findings arising from the investigation will be treated with the seriousness she says it is deserving of, and appropriate action will be taken where necessary. Alicia Boucher, TV6 News.
So that's one piece of the video. What I was told today, I have to play it safe at this point in time. I cannot say exactly what I want to say, or I cannot say exactly how I feel, because I was advised not to. And being a person in the media world, we have to play it safe. And watching that, I have to emphasize something. People of Trinidad and Tobago and you listeners, you all feel that we could say what we want. I just feel like I say what I want. Sometimes I get up in the morning and I say, I can't take this person. I just say what I say. But we are media houses and media personnel. We are living a very dangerous life. Because whatever I say here and I leave here, I am implicated. And I'm making a statement because I'm dealing with this situation now. So I'm making it public. I'm talking about the situation today, and I have to make it public. Every time I leave that door, I am implicated. Anything that I say, I am implicated. Down to my producer and all is implicated. My boss and all is implicated. So anything that happens to me is because I spoke on behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. My mother, she's fearful. She say certain things that you're not supposed to say, but I have to say it because I cannot sit down here and have bridging the gap for the people, talking the truth for the people, and lie to you in your face. I can't do it. I can't do it. My boss might be vexed with me with things that I say. But I cannot sit down here and lie. I cannot sit down here and create a narrative for you guys. Can't do it. I'm a person of truth. I'm a person of integrity. But I am telling you all here today, if anything happened to me, it's because why talk about? And I'm going down the line again. Because nobody, I don't care if they was involved in what. I just always say sometimes you have to send them home. But I don't care. You cannot tell me what is heart-wrenching. If somebody who put the two hands out, doesn't matter what was the scenario before, but put the two hands out in surrendering and only shoot up the car, have a woman paralyzed. I don't care what the synopsis. The facts is the facts. It's half rogue police officers out here. It's our police officers that don't have no, they don't care, they have no coot. I don't care what transpired in Maloney. What I said, he should have pulled aside. I said that I just go on two hands. I don't pick no side. I literally said he should have pulled aside and let the officers deal with him. But whatever was the situation that transpired beforehand, if somebody surrender, you should not have attacked. That is wrong. It is wrong. And I commented on something again. Oh, well, I'm telling you. For the 2 days I stay home, I was fasting and praying. Fasting and praying. I am telling you, there are a lot of things that are happening that are not sitting well in my spirit. And when all they're not seeing knock outside, my spirit uneasy. My spirit is not rested. And I will not come with an unrest spirit to talk to you. My spirit has to rest first. I'm a very highly spiritual person. And you know what? I just tell my producer, it's our days we used to sit down and worship and pray. We had to start that back. We used to literally sit down and pray and worship. We had to start Robert again, man. We had to start that back. My spirit uneasy right now. Let me tell you something. My spirit going so. My spirit uneasy. I am, as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, I am not happy with what's going on here. I'm not happy with Trinidad and Tobago. I am not. And I will sit here on this chair and I will say it. I am not happy. We are in a place of turmoil. We are in a place of persecution. We're not in a good place. And I will say it again, we're in a place of apartheid. We are in a place of apartheid. Wake up and shake up yourself. or they don't care about this country. So it knows also, I'm going back to the topic. It knows also, because the independent senators, the same way I tell all it, there are loopholes. It knows also, because the Senate ain't agree with it. It only passed in the lower house. And definitely sure the opposition is not going to agree with it. So it had Zoso gone. Zoso, so. On the 31st of January, mark my words. Mark my words. Nakatalolia. You see Monday? Ricochet the place. The church already showed it this week. They had a total sick off for 3 days. Still, because they didn't get the back pay and they didn't get the percentage. 3 days. I walked through my community day before yesterday. Walked to go to the grocery because I love walking through my community. I like to hear the ground. And I heard children coming home. I tried from St. James Belmont Secondary School. And the mother said, I'm not sending them home for the rest of the week as a single parent. I'm not sending my child home for the rest of the week. Teachers sick out. It is going to have a domino effect. After teachers, it's going to have the medical sector. After the medical sector, public sector. I am telling you what I'm foreseeing. This is what's going to happen because they can't protest. So if you can't protest, you have to do silent march. Sick out. Imagine I see children coming home, you see children like grabs. Coming home from school. Saying that the teachers and them not in school. There's a particular school where I live. It was empty for 3 days. I woke up in the school and I talked to the principal. I said, what's going on? She said, girl, sick out. Because they're not getting money they're supposed to get and they ain't getting money yet. So we going for a break and when we come back, we jamming them today.
Enjoy the music, enjoy the vibes, but when the drinks come out, the keys stay down. Get a designated driver. Drink responsibly.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
I am Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
join me, your host Smitty, on A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV from 6 to 7 p.m. every Monday. Keep it locked.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
I hear the raindrops in the background, and I realize today is a rainy day in some parts of Trinidad and Tobago. And what we good? We have to take the blessings of the Most High. When the Lord bless you, He bless you, and He blessing you with water. So today we have to take water. Today, right? So we are talking about catch back my bearings, producer. We were talking about oh Lord, there's so much things that has been going on. When Nakadas be Nakadas be busy 24/7. So the independent senators, they did not agree with it, and they would not get the votes of the opposition. But we go into stories, and I don't want to be too riled up today. I don't want to be too riled up today at all. But I'm very passionate about the things that I talk about. Anything that I talk about, I'm very passionate. I'm actually over passionate. And sometimes we have to acknowledge that they are rogue police officers. They are police officers that do not go with the law, go with the Constitution, go with their policies, but they go with their policies, their personal policies. And we have to highlight that. We also have to highlight those that do not adhere to the laws of the land. I'm going hand in hand with this. And I'm going back again, and I have to say this. There are how many people locked up during the SOE with no charges, no evidence, and locked up in a prison. No charges, no evidence for more than 100 and something days. I'm telling you this factual. Months it going on. And let me tell you this, what the government is going to face, the same thing that happened in 2011 is going to happen in 2026. They are going to have so many people in Trinidad and Tobago here today that are going to be millionaires. Because if you do have a charge on somebody, you're not supposed to hold nobody no more than 72 hours. You're not supposed to hold nobody no more, well, it's SOE. Without a charge, without evidence, it's how people sit down in the prison. Because they have to stay there for 100 and something days, which is 3 months, a little more than 3 months. No evidence, no charge. And you have them sit down in a prison. I'm telling you, real lawyers going to take those cases pro bono, no charge. We going on our prisoners walking out of Trinidad and Tobago to the prisons, remand yard, millionaires. It's not somebody that need to stay inside of there, you know. I find they need to stay inside of there permanently. But it's have doors with no evidence, no charge, and they sit down in that prison. When they come out there and they hit all day for 6, they are going to be millionaires. I tell you, if the police come for me, I lie down and I take him, I lock up normal. Normal. Because when I come out, I don't want no 1.2, me want no 1.5. I'm hitting there for 6. That's what I have to do with some all here. Hit them for 6. Only just locking up people by the way. And that's what they wanted to do with so I ain't going down that road. I ain't on no quarters clothes. And I don't look pretty in shackles. I ain't gonna look pretty in shackles. And I can't sit down with too much a woman in one camp. So me can't take lock up. So let me hold off on these also. But what I'm saying is, it is diabolical that you'll have prisoners locked up for months, no charge, no evidence. My boss go buff me today, no. She go buff me today, but I go take the buff. Because as I sit down in this chair, I am not lying to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I can't do it. It's not in my DNA. I came from a family of integrity. I came from a family of truth. Pick up the Wheeler family. I came from a grandfather that used to talk the truth on radio. Talk the truth on radio. He's dead today. School supervisor with a law degree. He taught me the truth. Served for Trinidad and Tobago. The former Prime Minister can tell all of that. Well, former. I cannot sit down here and lie because I go feel my grandfather pulling my foot in the night. Only just looking up these people. Where is the evidence? I know it are some criminals. They are repetitive criminals. And I agree with all they locking them up. I have no remorse with all they locking them up. But at the same time, all them people, I tell them we living in apartheid. Right now, Mandela, you must be shaking in the grave to know what's going on in other parts of the world. Why we living like this? Why we have to live in captivity? We are living in captivity. This is not a democratic country no more, you know. I feel like we live like we in Korea, we in Cuba. What land we living in again? I tell you, the 2 days I sit down and meditate, and I just watching everything passing. Imagine I hearing people in taxis saying, boy, I vote for these people. I vote for whoever. And I feel like if I living in captivity. Why? I tell all you, anytime you police bust down my door, just know because I talk today, you know. I just take front before front take me. Anytime they bust down my door, it's because I talk the truth. And you have a prime... No, I ain't going down that road. I'm going to leave it alone. Because they go really bust down my door if I make that statement. They go really bust down my door. But we have a prime minister with no respect. And still coming to say she now apologizing, she don't care. I'll leave her now alone. Let me live for God. Let me live for the Holy Spirit. If you could sit down and be comfortable with what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago, I want to call it a wicked spirit. I don't call people wicked spirit. But you to sit down and be contented, I don't know what to tell you again. I ain't bashing nobody today. I ain't even bashing the TTPS. But what I was told on the ongoing investigation with with Joshua Samaru, my statement would be, even if he was in some little racketeering, I don't know. I don't know police officer, I don't know. But when somebody put their two hands out, it's a surrender. And for you to shoot up the car the way you shoot up the car, that's an execution. That is an execution. Because if you analyze the video and you put it piece by piece, if you can play that video again, producer. I want to show that video.
Seriousness by the TTPS.
Yeah,
Martin adds that the circumstances surrounding the killing are now part of an active investigation by both the police and the Police Complaints Authority. The video appears to show the hands of Samaru up in the air from inside of a white Toyota Aqua as police open fire on the vehicle, and the court. Martin notes that the video has generated concerns from the public and says any loss of life during a police operation is taken with utmost seriousness by the TTPS. Martin adds that the circumstances surrounding the killing are now part of an active investigation by both the police and the Police Complaints Authority. The video appears to show the hands of Samaru up in the air from inside of a white Toyota Aqua as police open fire on the vehicle at the corner of Barcy Street Extension, Spring Village in Valsayn. She says the TTPS will not come to conclusions over what transpired or comment on specifics while this investigative process is ongoing. However, DCP Martin indicates that the TTPS remains fully committed to cooperating with the PCA in order to ensure that all facts are thoroughly and impartially examined. In reference to the use of body cameras, which is and continues to be a topic of discussion in this and other such incidents, the DCP indicates that the TTPS has consistently supported the use of technology that enhances transparency, accountability, and public trust. DCP Martin says the TTPS recognizes the importance of maintaining public confidence, and she is seeking to give an assurance that any findings arising from the investigation will be treated with the seriousness she says it is deserving of, and appropriate action will be taken where necessary. Alicia Boucher, TV6 News.
So, I had to reiterate that video. And I had to reiterate it because I will repeatedly say I did not know what transpired beforehand. I did not know what happened beforehand. It is an ongoing investigation. But when somebody surrenders, when a person surrenders, it was not in your right, moral right, to shoot up the vehicle the way you did, or the way the police did. It was not in all the right. And I hoping and praying, because the officers, their identity was immediately exposed, and I am hoping and praying that when they find some sort of remorse, it don't matter if you're bad or good, but law is law and right is right and wrong is wrong. When somebody surrender, they surrender for a purpose. Now you have somebody sit down lie down, in mount up, paralyzed, and one that needs slow marching and flowers bringing. We're going for a break, and when we come back, we have more Bridging the Gap.
Hi, I'm Joanne Ogaro, and welcome to Smart Talk. SMART is the acronym for the Single Mothers Association of Trinidad and Tobago.
And I am Melissa Brown. Smart Talk exists to give single mothers and families real conversation, real data, real advocacy.
And I am Shermaine Wickham Howe, President and founder of the Single Mothers Association, highlighting all issues affecting single mothers, facts, situation, solution, empowerment. So tune in at 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. every Wednesday on Real TV with Smart Talk.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
Welcome back. Just checking my phone just now, and I saw some schoolmates, old schoolmates, 20-something years I finished school, and I saw some old schoolmates messaging me and asking me, how are we going to stand up for this? Was the exact term of one of my old schoolmates. And I said, don't worry, I'm not standing up for it right now. On air right now, I'm standing up for it. When we're talking about that, I want to play a video I want to play a video, and the video is where the minister had to talk about, he made his opinion about the situation. I just want everybody to hear everybody's side. I want everybody to hear everybody's side. So I'm going to play a video with the Minister of Homeland Security. Okay, it has so much ministries, isn't it? It has so much ministries, I know this get confused sometimes. So unfortunately, the audio is not working at this point in time, but we will work to get it for you guys. But our next video with, I think she's the Deputy Commissioner, Miss Suzette, I can't remember her name fully. Commissioner Suzette, Deputy Commissioner Suzette, if you can play that one.
Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, Suzette Martin, the TTPS is aware of the circulation of the CCTV footage capturing the police shooting, which claimed the life of 31-year-old courier Joshua Samaru. His partner, Kaya Seeley, who is said to be from Bamboo Settlement, was also seriously wounded in the incident. Martin notes that the video has generated concerns from the public and says any loss of life during a police operation is taken with utmost seriousness by the TTPS. Martin adds that the circumstances surrounding the killing are now part of an active investigation by both the police and the Police Complaints Authority. The video appears to show the hands of Samaru up in the air from inside of a white Toyota Aqua as police open fire on the vehicle at the corner of Barcy Street Extension, Spring Village in Valsayn. She says the TTPS will not come to conclusions over what transpired or comment on specifics while this investigative process is ongoing. However, DCP Martin indicates that the TTPS remains fully committed to cooperating with the PCA in order to ensure that all facts are thoroughly and impartially examined. In reference to the use of body cameras, which is and continues to be a topic of discussion in this and other such incidents, the DCP indicates that the TTPS has consistently supported the use of technology that enhances transparency, accountability, and public trust. DCP Martin says the TTPS recognizes the importance of maintaining public confidence, and she is seeking to give an assurance that any findings arising from the investigation will be treated with the seriousness she says it is deserving of, and appropriate action will be taken where necessary. Alicia Boucher, TV6 News.
Sorry, I want something called Kopka.
According to Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, Suzette Martin, the TTPS is aware of the circulation of the CCTV footage capturing the police shooting, which claimed the life of 31-year-old courier Joshua Samaru. His partner, Kaya Seeley, who is said to be from Bamboo Settlement, was also seriously wounded in the incident. Martin notes that the video has generated concerns from the public and says any loss of life during a police operation is taken with utmost seriousness by the TTPS. Martin adds that the circumstances surrounding the killing are now part of an active investigation by both the police and the Police Complaints Authority. The video appears to show the hands of Samaru up in the air from inside of a white Toyota Aqua as police open fire on the vehicle at the corner of Barcy Street Extension, Spring Village in Valsane. She says the TTPS will not come to conclusions over what transpired or comment on specifics while this investigative process is ongoing. However, DCP Martin indicates that the TTPS remains fully committed to cooperating with the PCA in order to ensure that all facts are thoroughly and impartially examined. In reference to the use of body cameras, which is and continues to be a topic of discussion in this and other such incidents, the DCP indicates that the TTPS has consistently supported the use of technology that enhances transparency, accountability, and public trust. DCP Martin says the TTPS recognizes the importance of maintaining public confidence, and she is seeking to give an assurance that any findings arising from the investigation will be treated with the seriousness she says it is deserving of, and appropriate action will be taken where necessary.
Enjoy the music, enjoy the vibes, but when the drinks come out, the keys stay down. Get a designated driver. Drink responsibly.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
I am Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
I'm Smith. Have you ever wondered what a man is thinking? Have you ever wondered why a man does what he does? Well, join us on our new show called A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV on Mondays 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we discuss just that. The points, the clues to get into a man's mind, right here on Real TV, bringing reality to you. Join me, your host, Smitty, on A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV from 6 to 7 p.m. every Monday. Keep it locked.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
trusted Robert. Robert is always there on the on the call, they quick as he would. So going back again in the group chat, they were asking Naka how we gonna stand up for this. Producer, how we gonna stand up for this? How we gonna fight for this? How we gonna work to fighting for what is transpiring with this situation? All of these things that people asking me, there's not something that I just wake up and come up with it. These are things that people are talking about. So, my situation is, my personal situation is, how the family's feeling, personally, and how we are feeling personally as a nation. About next video I want to show, and it is a memory, it is a recap. I didn't want to show this video but I have to show it today. Because it links and it tells us we have some officers that do not have compassion. Some of them don't have compassion for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Can we play that video? And this is a video from years ago, eh? This is a video from years ago. These officers run out for one vehicle. The driver who died, it was the day of his birthday. I didn't want to show this video because it touching home. But I have to. I have to be realistic. I have to be real. This happened in Mova years ago, where 2 occupants of the vehicle died. 1 was alive. 2, no. It's all of them died, ain't? I think it was, yeah, all of them died in the vehicle, sorry. Died in the vehicle. And one of the officers had the audacity to shoot the police vehicle to make it look it was a shootout. If you did see part of that video, they pieced out the video and get the whole video. If you can pull up the whole video for me, please, producer. Shot the police vehicle to make it look like it was a shootout. Not knowing the occupants in the vehicle is not the people they want. And today, a man was dead on his birthday, and the others were sent home. As we say, they sent them home. They are out on bail. And, the incident is still, investigation is still ongoing. But to know something like that transpired, and if you watch the video good. The police officer shoot the police vehicle because you have to make it look good. You have to make it look good for them and they have to go and get a report. But I don't want to go down that road, I'm telling you. Because if I go down that road, I am telling you factual, I will be implicated. They done gunning for me already with certain instances, with things that I said, and I did not make it public, but I think I have to make it public today. I am implicated with certain things that I said on the station here, and even on the where I worked before. And, you know, and it's not the TTPS, eh? Let me make this clear. It's not the TTPS gunning for me. But the gunning for me. I didn't know that I was mentioned on social media for saying things that I should not talk about Zoso. Well, it's not Zoso again, but apparently I wasn't supposed to talk about Zoso. But as that, what are you going to do? You can't, they always say, when they can't beat them, you have to join them. But I ain't joining nobody, I join the Holy Ghost. I join in the Holy Ghost. I ain't joining nobody. So I'm showing that video to let you know exactly. And we have to be realistic. There are some impartialities in the police service. And what I have to say, I hope police complaints authorities really investigate with no kind of favoritism, with integrity, and investigate this situation that literally happened. If the story that I heard this morning is true, let me know it's true. If the story that is circulating on social media is true, let me know it is true. But I'm not divulging, I'm not giving no information on what I know. I'm not giving none. Because I like my life. I like my freedom. And they see how they like to lock up people with no charge. Me and Abel, I can't take silver bracelets. I afraid lock up. I never get locked up in my life, and I want it today. But come out and tell the people of Trinidad and Tobago what really transpired with Joshua Samaru and Kaya. Tell us what really happened. Because I want to know, you want to know, the public needs to know. If there was any wrong or there was any right, we need to know what's going on. I find too many times we are being held under a secretive motion. Everything all they do is secret. When asked the questions, no answer can be made, but you make an answer of sarcasm. Disrespecting the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You're disrespecting the nation. When people asking questions of exactly what is going on, and you answer in sarcasm, you are disrespecting us. It's a total disrespect. You're not giving the public the answers that need to be said and what needs to be heard. You're disrespecting me. When people imagine the reporters asking you a question this week, yes, this week, and you're answering in sarcasm, that is a blatant cost to Trinidad and Tobago. That's an indirect cost to Trinidad and Tobago. And now we sit down in our chair, we sit down on our couches, We lay in our bed and we accept what is going on. You know, if it's the other way around, all they would have land-based them. You would have hear all their mouth land-basing them. Because I am all with a land-based them. I am all with a land-based them if it was that case. But if it was the other way around, all it would have been on the tail on social media. All it would have been on the airwaves, calling the radio stations, lambasting them. We are a country of white jackets, black jackets. White jacket, black jackets. That is who we are today. Man afraid to open the mouth and say what they have to say. Nobody cannot take your speech from you once it is respectful and with diplomacy. Nobody can take a speech from you. But we under SOE, so we not no freedom. We under apartheid. Because all you don't know, if I walk down the stairs here today, I can meet officers waiting on me. Because I'm not going to hush. I will respect you as authority and be diplomatic. But I ain't going to hush. Too many times, too many days, we accepting. Imagine we not in a full year. This month go make it 10 months. I could stand corrected. Or we already in 10 months already. 10 months. And we can't see we way. Tell me if I lie. We can't see we way. Anybody who looking to fight me today, it's under biasness. Because I'm not standing for nobody. I'm not standing for PNM. I'm not standing for UNC. I'm not standing for patriotic. What's this girl party, patriotic front? I'm not standing for nobody. I standing for me. How I talking here today? I'm not standing for no political party. I'm standing for me. We are under a place of persecution. Trinidad and Tobago. We are under a place of no rights. We are under a place where we don't have a voice. We are under a place with no love. We not no love here. Love gone out the window. Love gone. Love don't care. Love don't care about we again. We don't know how to love again. And then now, Monday and Tuesday, with all the fake self, I'm going to say all here, with all the fake self, going and jump up and hug up one another and ball, I love my country, I love, and then Ash Wednesday, all they going back to the same road. Tell me if I lie. Tell me if I lie. This is the Trinidad and Tobago we living in. You know, I sit down and I told somebody, I had rather live in Haiti where Haiti would tell you the truth, they don't like you and they're looking to kill you. I had rather live in the truth of Haiti than live in the lies of Trinidad and Tobago. That's to tell you how real Naka is. I had rather the barbecue and whoever, tell me they don't like me and they're looking to kill me. That live in the deceit of Trinidad and Tobago. I walk the roads and I trust no one. I don't even trust my own shadow. If I find my shadow jump too much, I get into sick. We are not living in truth. And it has so many of us because we are so politically blinded. And because we are so biased that we have lost the true essence of who we are. You're putting politics in front of country. Your prime minister did say that. Party before country. And somehow they're living like that. So politically dense, I have to say. So politically dense that we have lost ourselves as people of Trinidad and Tobago. And I will go back to the saying, we boo-boo the fool. Have all they dancing like puppets, hating each other, fighting each other in the comments. Fighting each other in the comments. Warning each other. Racial slurs going left to right. And you could tell me you wake up in the morning and you happy? Could never be. Could never be happy. You could never tell me, Trinidad and Tobago, you are happy. Racial slurs. Political banter. I don't mind the political banter, but the political banter getting so nasty and stink that I can't even watch the comments again. Creating animosity amongst us. No love. No unity. That's how we live in here today. We live in like dog and cat, crab and barrel. That's how we live in today. Like crab and barrel. And you telling me you waking up when the sun rise, praying to the Abba Father, and you contented. At above the country today, no, today, Trinidad and Tobago got to get buff. At above we have to get both. Because me, Naka, 30-something years old, young person, cannot sit down and allow. And you know who does create the banter? The ones that are older than us. You see the stalwarts for every party, they want to go down, who they support. You see the stalwarts. You see the old fogies. They are creating the biggest division, not the young people. I just do my research, and the people that are creating the division is those that are senior citizens, and there's facts. Because whatever they push in the head of the young ones, they run with it. Young people don't listen to news. Young people don't listen to current affairs. They are clueless to what goes on in Trinidad and Tobago. Walk up to somebody who's 25 and to 30 years old and ask them what the current affairs are going on in Trinidad and Tobago, they are lost in damnation. But because you senior citizens feed in their minds, sometimes with negativity, those young people run with it. And if you go and research, most of the marginal seats, most of the people that don't go out to vote are people from 25 upward. Facts. But we going for a break, and when we come back, I attend all for 6 today. We'll be right back.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So, whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
So we're back and reading something that just came out in the social media. And they said the family of Kaya Sealy has confirmed that the January 20th police shooting which killed her common law husband, Joshua Samru, has left the 31-year-old woman paralyzed, while the 5-year-old daughter has been deprived in the most profound way of her parents' care and normal life. In a statement issued on Thursday, which is today, through their attorney, Viola Sandy, the family strongly rejected public comments by Commissioner of Police Guevara, who has defended the officers involved and indicated they would be suspended, but instead offered counsel. So they're not suspending them, and they offered counseling. Now can't mind their business. Ms. Kia Sealy remains under medical care after sustaining catastrophic injuries during the police shooting incident on January 2nd, 2026. Tragically, she has been left paralyzed, the statement said. The same incident resulted in the death of her common-law husband, Joshua Samru, and has devastated their family, including their 5-year-old daughter, who has now been deprived of both Okay, so I read that before. They noted the lethal force can only be justified where it is strictly necessary and proportionate, adding the burden rests with the state to justify its actions. CCTV footage of the incident released by the media on January 23rd appears to show Samaru's vehicle having crashed and come to the complete stop, with the driver placing both hands. This one hurts me. My head scratching. Placing both hands. Now 1, 2. I keep telling all you, it don't matter what the person do. Once you surrender, which the person did, and I would tell all you formally, the camera footage came from the Hindu temple, right on the corner. And they literally heard him in the temple saying he don't have nothing. I don't have nothing. I'm sorry, oh God, only I don't have nothing. Before the second, I don't have nothing to light the boy a fire. I didn't want to go down that road. It hurts me too much. It really hurts me. It's harming a place of uneasiness. It really harming. I real dismal right now. I don't want to talk on the topic because it's ticklish. I could be implicated. I could even implicate the station. Because I might want to war me like dog. But I don't have no pros and cons, no. But just by seeing them hands outside, I'm going to send that boy home. And then ask a question. Breaking man. I'm playing the video again. And we comment on what? I'm playing the video again. I'm going to play that video for you.
Martin notes that the video has generated concerns from the public and says any loss of life during a police operation is taken with utmost seriousness by the TTPS. Martin adds that the circumstances surrounding the killing are now part of an active investigation by both the police and the Police Complaints Authority. The video appears to show the hands of Samaru up in the air from inside of a white Toyota Aqua as police open fire on the vehicle at the corner of Barcy Street Extension, Spring Village in Valsayn. She says the TTPS will not come to conclusions over what transpired or comment on specifics while this investigative process is ongoing.
You know what breaking me? You know what breaking me? Oh God, let me tell you something. I have 8 nieces and nephews. You know what breaking me? When the family went and do that video and I see that car seat in the back. I see that car seat in the back of that car. You know what break me? If that child was in the back seat, God. If that child was in that back seat, when all they spray up that car, how you going to feel in your conscience? When I saw that car seat, a red and black car seat in the back behind the father, and all they shoot up that car, how all they would have feel? I telling all you, I don't know what transpired beforehand. But that boy raised his hand to surrender. What he was seeing there is an execution. And they say they're not going to suspend them, but send them for counseling. Trinidad, let me tell you something. I have to end on this note. I'm ending on this note. I tell you, we have to live in love. We have to live in peace. Keep God on our shoulder. keep God in our paths. And what I want to play for is, we have to bring back the old time days. Play that for my producer. You all have a beautiful day, have a blessed day. Naka loves you.
Bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone could afford to live right, just to feel nice, didn't need no paradise. Now open your eyes, look around, smoke in the city, and what was pretty, crying out for sympathy. So bring back the old time days. Bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone cared for each other, lived like brothers, respected one another.